Welcome into Duval Daily, presented by GenJag.com. I'm Jordan Lugo. Thanks so much for tuning in here on Monday, July 10th. Right now, we are talking about Josh Pederson, son of Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson. We'll get into it first. Like to remind you, hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. If you enjoy the content here, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment in the comment section below. All that stuff really helps us out. If you want to support the channel further, you can check out genjag.com/shop, pick up some new Duval gear. Really appreciate y'all being here. All right, so it appears that the Jaguars are going to be signing tight end Josh Pederson, yes, son of Jaguars head coach Doug Peterson. Whether you're reading into the social media posts by USFL accounts or taking Draft Diamond's word for it, they first reported that the Jaguars would be signing Josh Pederson. So at this point in the year, 90-man rosters, the Jaguars do have a full roster right now, so it appears that they'll have to let someone go to add Josh Pederson to the roster. And I know some folks are going to scream nepotism and say, what has he done to earn this? Well, he's actually done quite a bit, right? Would they be signing Josh Pederson if Doug was not his father? I don't know. I have no idea. You could probably say no, but who knows? But for me, Josh has earned this opportunity, in my opinion. Most recently with the USFL's Houston Gamblers, was third among all tight ends in the league in receiving this year, second on his team in receiving, and seventh in the league among all players, regardless of position, with 13.5 yards per catch on the year. He was having an impact for the Houston Gamblers, making some plays as a receiver down the field for them. He's 25 years old. He's 6'5", 235 pounds, went to school at Louisiana Monroe. His final 2 seasons there, 75 total catches, 9 touchdowns, nearly 1,000 yards receiving. First and second team all Sun Belt honors those 2 years respectively. He had a heck of a little run there at the end of his college career. He went undrafted in 2021, had stints with the 49ers, Saints, and Chiefs, and again, most recently with USFL's Houston Gamblers, where he was damn productive for them. Look, he's going to be a long shot to make the roster at tight end, but Doug, for me, was not just giving him this opportunity. I think he's earned it. I think Doug wanted him to be able to earn an opportunity before actually bringing him in. Look, he's going to be a long shot to make this roster at tight end, and I think he has earned it based on what he's put forth as a professional so far, both in the USFL and during his time with his stints around the NFL so far. Doug wasn't just going to give him this opportunity. He wanted him to earn it. I think that Josh has earned it based on what he did over the first couple years of his career and, of course, what he did in the USFL this past year. But right now, he's 5th in line for a job at tight end. You usually don't have more than 3 or 4 tight ends on an active roster, so it's a long shot for Josh Pederson to make the Jaguars roster. Evan Ingram still hasn't signed his franchise tag. They have a week, the Jaguars and Evan Ingram, to get a multi-year deal done. Otherwise, he's going to have to play on the franchise tag or not play at all. I think Evan Ingram will be here one way or the other. The Jaguars drafted Brenton Strange in the second round at tight end. He's obviously going to be on the roster. And then Luke Farrell, the Jaguars brought him in the 5th round back in 2021. This is a guy that I think the Jaguars like a lot, both as an inline tight end and a guy who you can line up in the slot and catch some passes for you. He's got some versatility to him, more in the wide tight end mold. And then they also have Garrett Prince, who's a very good athlete. The Jaguars brought him in last year out of UAB as an undrafted free agent. The team seems to really like him. They've talked him up a bit as well. So at very best right now, I think you're looking at Josh Pederson competing as the 5th tight end. You know, there are injuries that'll pop up. You never know what'll take place, but he's definitely going to be on the outside looking in. They're able to sign him right now because they have 90 players, but you're going to have to cut that down to 53 by the end of training camp in the preseason. So long shot to make the roster, but we'll see how it plays out. And please, before you compare this to the Tim Tebow signing, just don't, okay? Josh Pederson has been playing tight end and working for this moment for years. Played tight end in college, played tight end as a professional. He's been on multiple NFL teams, and he's been productive in the USFL. He's young. He's performing at a high level for the Houston Gamblers. He's a legitimate player, right? And at over 30 years old, not being in the NFL for a decade and never playing tight end, Tim Tebow simply was not. So I don't want to hear it about that. Now, having grown up with Doug Peterson as his dad and under Andy Reid, playing under Andy Reid in Kansas City for a short stint, I believe that Josh should be able to kind of have a natural feel for the Jaguars offense and how they're going to try to use him at tight end. We'll see how it all plays out, but it will at least be a fun summer getting to play for his dad, and we'll see where the chips fall. Let them fall where they may. I don't think it should be some huge story, but it is interesting. It is a signing that, again, has been reported by draftdiamonds.com. No one else has really confirmed it, but if you look at the social media tea leaves, if you will, looks like this is going to end up happening for Josh Pederson, Doug Peterson. A cool moment, a cool story. Obviously, a dad getting to coach his son in the NFL, even if it is just over summer and during training camp. Awesome story for Doug and for Josh. We'll see how it all plays out. But thank you so much for tuning in here to Duval Daily. Again, you can hit me up on Twitter at Jordan DeLugo. Follow Generation Jaguar at Generation Jag. Hit that like and subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss a show. Drop a comment in the comment section. The algorithm loves the comments on YouTube. Really appreciate y'all. Have a great rest of your Monday.